Greetings, traders. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different as I'm focusing on stress management and having a plan and system for that. I am going to look at the charts a little bit, review a number of mistakes I made, but I think predominantly the mistakes I've been making have been out of stress. I believe that there's three pillars to a trading system. Or to a trading business, rather. You have your trade management system, you have your risk management system, and you have your stress management system. And me failing to adhere to a proper stress management system has caused me to especially fail to execute my trading system. I'm generally good about following my risk management system. So my thesis here is that, and what I've done is I've created a suggested stress management system which should help me improve my execution. I also want to draw a parallel here to um, sports, professional sports, and trading. For me, when I'm trading in sports, I definitely found my performance increased when I would take rest days. Like for basketball specifically, something very measurable is vertical leap. If I played basketball every single day, my vert was not very good. If I only played basketball a couple days a week, only jumped a couple days a week, and lifted a couple days a week, maybe not a couple, three or four, and I took two or three rest days, my vertical went way up. It was super noticeable. And I think it's a similar thing with trading. I'm trying to answer the question of why does it seem that anytime I take an extended break from trading and come back, I instantly trade amazing and I make a ton of money. And then as the trading drags on, I start to make a lot of errors and I start to give the money back. And why am I doing this? And then I also know that I keep repeating the same trading error, which is just closing my trades too early, not letting the stop get hit, which that is consistently costing me money. Why am I doing that? So it's because of stress management. I can say in my trading model, do not close my trades early, allow the stop to be hit. But actually following that is up to my stress level. Can I tolerate the risk as price moves against me? Okay, so here's my thesis. Stress level is the most important factor for optimal or suboptimal execution of my trading system and risk management system. Specifically, high stress for extended periods of time causes me to close trades too early, take poor entries, or fail to exit key levels, or generally follow my plan. Carrying risk induces stress. Too many risk carrying days can lead to stress buildup, which will cause execution errors. This needs to be managed with no risk-free days to recover. Too many risk carry days also prevents me from doing deep work sessions, which is another good reason to have risk-free days. It's possible to be highly profitable only trading certain days' times. It's not necessary to be in trades every day. Stress needs to be managed every single day, especially in trading days. Okay, so daily stress reduction activities. These are things I need to do as many of them as I can every day. Walking the dog, swimming, breathing meditation, surfing, journaling, cleaning, getting to sleep on time, basketball, volunteering on the farm, visiting with friends, extended time offline, staying hydrated, eating well and on time, napping, cuddling. I'm going to add also sunshine. That's a big one. Lots of sun. These are things I can do every day to reduce my stress. And whether I'm trading or not, I want to do these things. But especially if I'm trading, it's important. Stress-inducing activities and behaviors. It's stressful to increase size. It is stressful to carry risk. It's stressful to carry risk overnight. It's stressful to carry risk for many consecutive days. It's stressful to be at work somewhere else while carrying risk. Stressful to be in loud environments. It's stressful to stay up late and get up early. It's stressful to do shallow breathing. It's stressful to be scrolling on my phone for more than 30 minutes. Um, it's stressful to be habitually checking price and the charts. I can only do that for so long, right? Going online first thing in the morning, breaking important habits or routines, personal drama, drugs or stimulants, which I don't take. So I also went through my trading data and theses and ideas of like, I want to have a couple days off, ideally a week. So what I've been doing is I've been trading every day, running up my account, going into drawdown, taking a break, then coming back, trading every day, running up my account, going into drawdown, taking a break. I would rather be more deliberate about when I'm taking a break. So what I did is I went into my trading data, which I have, and I collected data on how I did on certain days of the week. I noticed that when I opened trades on Saturday or Sunday, Saturday especially was a great day for me to get in trades. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday and Saturday were good days to close and get out. So this told me that maybe I shouldn't trade on Tuesdays and Fridays. And there's reasons why. So I made a suggested weekly trading risk and risk rest schedule. We'll see how well I'm able to follow this. It's just a suggestion. But I'm considering Saturday the start of my trading week. I know a lot of traders do not trade weekends, but I have some amount of data. And by the way, it's a problem that I don't have that large a sample size. But I have data that suggests that my best trading days are actually Saturday and Sunday. And I believe that a reason why is since I trade limit orders on these days, Saturday and Sunday don't have a lot of market buying and market selling. There aren't institutions that enter on these exit on these days typically, and getting in low volatility is a way to get into a position predictably that you can hold risk free or break even going into Monday. And then, yeah, my data tells me that this is good. So Saturday, I'm considering the start of my trading week. It's an opportunity to get into tight, low volatility positions over the weekend using limit orders. I need to be careful because I work farmers market on Saturdays, and this is a time that sometimes I close my trades and profit when I should not. Um, Typically, I make that mistake on Saturdays, or often on Saturdays or Fridays. So I want to look for Saturdays in the afternoon or evening. I'll do a chart session where I set up limit orders for Sunday. Sunday is another good day to look for low volatility limit orders, especially going into Monday. Sundays I often do dog training. I want to try to not close positions while doing that. Sunday night prep work for Monday and setting limit orders. Monday is often the highest volatility day of the week. It's a good opportunity to look for market swing failure entries or add-ons to my positions from over the weekend and trends. I can consider taking advantage of how the market moved from my weekend positions, taking profits and closing out by Monday night after 3 consecutive trading days going to bed flat with no limit orders. So my data also showed that Monday was not only a good day to enter, but it was a good day to exit. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were often not good days to exit. Tuesday, I just did absolute horrible for whatever reason. 10% win rate when I open trades, 13% win rate when I close trades. So I should really look at closing Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Entering trades Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm adding Thursday in here because I think taking 3 days off is probably too much. And if I have these, I can improve my Thursdays. So Monday, my plan is to get a good opportunity, get out of a key level, close. Monday often is a higher low of the week, so key levels get hit. I can get into a position, but try to get out by night and not have new limit orders. Tuesday can be a risk-free day, ideally. I do have exceptions here, like if there's no reason to close a trade, but the daily schedule calls for it, I'm going to hold that trade. If I notice I'm feeling unusually tired or anxious, noticing execution errors, whatever day of the week it is, avoid entering new positions until feeling optimal. If I've traded many days in a row in profit, consider taking a day off so I don't have to take a day off after drawdown. Tuesday. So a risk-free day, I can still work. It's just I want to do more deep work, I want to review, and I want to recharge. Tuesday night, I'm going to put on limit orders for Wednesday. So I might accidentally get into a position Tuesday night, but I'm going to plan on putting limit orders for Wednesday. Wednesdays, oftentimes there's a midweek reversal. I might continue. This is another good day to live trade with market orders. I'm gonna add here something because oops, I play Magic in these. Um, um, consider closing before going to Magic, or try to hold these positions till Thursday or Friday. Wednesday night, put limits on for Thursday. Thursday's the end of my trading week. I don't typically do well on this day. Think about how to take profit, get out of positions at a key level, go flat going into Friday. Friday makes the most sense to be a risk-free day because it does tend to be volatile in the morning, but Friday afternoon is typically the least volatile time of the week because the institution's closed, people fuck off and are out. I happen to work Friday mornings too, during the only time it would be volatile. And if I'm working and I'm in positions, it just sucks and it can cause mistakes. I would rather Friday be a risk-free day, ideally. However, I want to get into positions over the weekend, so Friday afternoon or night, I can put on limit orders that I expect will fill Saturday or Sunday. Okay, so from here, we're going to take a look at the charts. Actually, before we look at the charts, I'm just going to review my equity. Like, here I am after a nice run up going down again. Too much risk, just yeah, I wasn't really able to handle the risk, I guess. I think that was a reason why. I don't know. Every time I increase risk, I have a hard time. That contributes to me struggling to stay in these trades. But yeah, yesterday and today I gave back like $10,000 of the $20,000 I made last week. So still a good week. But yeah, bad. So I'm gonna look at why I did that. And a huge amount of it has to do with stress and psychology and my stress management. Because I can tell you, and we can look at this, that I'm gonna circle areas where I was short. I was short right here. I added on to it here. I added on to it here. I was short right here. I was short here. I had a breakdown limit order right here. Yet I actually lost money on the move down. Why? Because I closed these early, closed this one early, closed this one early, closed this one early, and then I took three losing longs in here. So why? Well, let's look at what I did. I took so many trades on the third when I came back on the 29th. I traded the 29th, 30th, 31st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. How many days in a row is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I traded like 7 days in a row until I started to fuck up. I need to take days off. Like now I'm taking a day off after a loser, but I should have on Friday, taken Friday off and then come back Saturday. Um, this was Thursday. Let's say Thursday. Maybe just gone into my position on Thursday, done nothing on Friday. Saturday, Friday night, try to add into this position. I don't know how realistic it is to be risk-free, but like entry-free is a good thing. I mean, one way it could be risk-free is like I can break even my trades, set them in profit, and then just go. So that's an idea. But clearly it wasn't an analysis problem here because I've been telling you guys for seeing the move down for so many reasons. Weakness, swing failure, trading inside of it, failure to even break above here. There's a lot of reasons. And I'm gonna back out to do some high time frame, but probably gonna continue to take a risk off day here because I've already lost like between yesterday and today like 10 grand. I'd rather just chill. So where did I lose that money? So first off, most of the money was lost by not holding my shorts because the shorts down to here would have been like, I don't know, $20,000 win, which is bigger than my losses. I tried an inside long here. I thought I would get filled on shorts and have a chance for it, but this was just a bad trade, which is okay. We sweep this yesterday at this level and we're coming up. Let me try a long inside of here. This was just not a good trade and yeah, turned into a loss. I also had an idea of a sweep long here, but I don't like these. And I think they only made sense if I would have been stopped out, but I closed it early. It only made, although it's coming back to break even now, it only made sense if I'm in a short, because I have this high time frame lower idea. And also going into Sunday when I didn't know I'd be able to manage that closely, probably a mistake. Now I want to look at ETH because this is where I lost most of my money today because I tried twice. Both times I tried with almost 1%, a little bit less. And I could also say, actually, let's back up for a minute, that maybe some of the reason I wasn't able to hold some of these is just larger size and I saw a bigger number and wanted to take it. But I don't think that's it because I saw 25,000 and didn't take it. I saw 15,000 and didn't take it. So, yeah. I think it's totally has everything to do with just trading too many days and being stressed out. So, on ETH here, this right here is a key level. It's this low, which we swept, and we could see a reaction in here. So when we saw this happen, I want to get into a swing failure with a tight stop loss. So I did something like this. No, I lost twice somehow. Yeah, my stop was way too tight, which could have worked if I had been more patient. And part of the problem, I think, is I did this first thing in the morning. I should have walked the dog first, and I actually would have had an opportunity to get in better. So we have our swing failure. Price comes up. I didn't wait that long. I think I just got in like real quick, something like this, and then I was immediately stopped out. And then I thought, okay, well, let me just try one more time and put my stop right here. And I got stopped out only on that candle, and then it's ran. I mean, I definitely made a mistake, which I'm gonna look at, but that one candle fucked me, and I'd be running at 1 hour right now. However, what I should have done was, like, I need to see a higher high first. So this was premature. I want to see this trend line break. This sort of counts, maybe. This is good. Like, you want the wick to be green also, the lower wick. These wicks were red still. We have a big green wick. That's better than a red wick. But okay, here we have this break. Like, this would be a good time to enter with a stop under here. If I had just waited until I had come back from walking the dog, that would have given me a much better entry, which could be running at right now 2 to 3 hours. So instead of being down today, it'd be a winner. That's just how close things are sometimes, especially when using tighter stops. I could have used a wider stop and that might have made sense, but it is what it is. It's an error, and I'm going to come back from it and be okay. Now, let's go to the high time frame because things have changed with today and yesterday. And by the way, this dump that I'm seeing, like, I've been looking for a narrative for the dump, and the narrative that it could be is the Chinese weather balloon. And by the way, if I was holding my shorts, I probably would actually uh, have covered them in here. And if I was live trading, especially on ETH. Going long in here inside of this would be a fine retracement, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to punt more money into the market right now and just going up here. So let us do a little bit of high time frame analysis. Let's go to the 2-year Bitcoin. Close out of the charts for the time being. Still plans to higher in terms of liquidity. It doesn't mean that we have to go there. Funding has been positive for so long, and if we go to lower time frames, it's less obvious. But yeah, the 25.6, I feel like it could be a false signal, possibly, because okay, there's all this liquidity up here supposedly. I'm skeptical of it in HY block because like who's really putting their stop above this high? I don't know. I guess that's new shorts actually. Like this liquidity is recent actually of people saying, hey, I think that's a top right there. The 3-month showing liquidity, yeah, above, but a lot of heat below. But when we go into lower time frames, this is where things start to look a little bit more bearish. And one of the reasons I've been calling for lower on the 1-month, yes, there's heat overhead, but this 22K level has been really asking for it. And there's also, it's not just 22, but it runs all the way down to 20,000, possibly under 19,000. And then if we look at the 7-day, we are, yeah, this is sort of predictable. Running into a lot of heat, and lower seems likely actually, at least down to 22,550. But there's heat up here, etc. I mean, I just like to play level to level. But I think holding onto the shorts could be reasonable. On the 12-hour, like coming up and sweeping some of these highs is something that could definitely happen. We're not that far from it. A lot of people went short. There's a lot of accumulation and distribution going on in the market right now, so sideways makes sense. Now let's go look at these charts from a higher time frame perspective. So I removed it from my chart because it broke. ETH's still on, but we had a pretty significant trend line break. It was tested 1, 2, 3 times, and then we kind of accumulated on it. And this would have been a good time to go short as well. And it would have worked well, but right under this low, I had a breakdown short. It was something like this. I mean, I can say it would have worked okay. It would have gone in favor somewhat, but I don't really like the breakdown shorts. Maybe as an add-on, low time frame add-on, so like an add-on risk to position, but yeah, that broke, and I would say we're in a downtrend, locally at least. ETH still has its trend line, it just bounced off of it, but it's been tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Not really a good look. And I would also argue we're in a downtrend now that's been tested 3 times. So that might be respected. Bitcoin, I want to have that. I do have that downtrend line. We don't need this anymore because that broke. Possible downtrend line. And this isn't a position I'd like to trade from now. And again, I don't really want to trade. Just zooming out, So one setup that would be good is if we sweep this and come back in. That would be a sign to go long. If we sweep this and we continue down, that would be a sign to do nothing. If we come down here and we come back in, that could be a sign to go long. I don't really love shorting in here. I like shorting above there, and tonight I might maybe put a limit order back up here. However, if we're really in a downtrend, it's unlikely to fill, but I don't really love trading right here. But this is quite a juicy target of where price might go. That might look something like this. But I really don't like how wide that is. And also, maybe I don't like that because of this trend line now. It'd be a trend line break. Just gonna go lower and trace this whole pump. Or will this low be respected now? I don't know. But we're definitely trending down. On the daily, yeah, under these, just seeing what happens under these lows, seeing what happens over the highs, and just reacting to volatile price movement would make sense. Let's look at ETH Bitcoin is trading sideways now. It broke this uptrend line, but that doesn't necessarily mean that much. It was quite a steep uptrend line. Coming back into sort of the middle of this range. I don't know that it makes sense to favor one over the other right now. Maybe slightly favor ETH for longs and Bitcoin for shorts still, but I don't know that it matters. Bitcoin dominance has bounced here. And this is a zone where there was a lot of accumulation, so it makes sense to find this as a support here. ETH dominance is more just trading sideways. But ETH dominance is coming to a very interesting point where a breakout could mean some fireworks possibly, because actually these trend lines go back a really long time. If we go on the weekly, especially the downtrend line goes back from the 2017 high, July 2017. So if we break that, we could possibly go really high. Total 3. Nothing goes down in a straight line, recovering, still working its way up slowly. Definitely feels like we're close to a top, but who knows? Okay, let's turn these back on. So this is we have a key downtrend line now. I think these are things that I would like to trade live, probably. Both of these, or I could limit order after an event happens, but these are probably the two areas that I'm interested in. After such a big dump, I don't really like shorting the lows, even if I think we go lower, because I'm not really good at holding a position that's red, and also, yeah. I don't want to, because this is too vulnerable, but if I was taking this long here, just aiming up here would be pretty juicy. But yeah, I think I really need a risk-free day. But I can mark up my charts and prepare, and maybe prepare to trade again tomorrow, depending on how things are going. ETH probably has a lot further to fall. This area, and then above this trend line, it's locally are kind of interesting. It would be interesting to short here and say, hey, this trend line is going to respect, and we're going to go down, but I don't like it. I prefer to get in with tighter invalidation. I saw this at market. Yeah, this was a good, that would have been a good short entry right here. Okay, after this sweep. Yeah. Wait for opportunity. I think I would favor longs here though on a retrace because we have this 1 hour gap that's forming. Also, I want to back up to yesterday. I wanted to get in these shorts for the Chinese weather balloon dump I was expecting, and I just shorted the lows here. But what I should have done, if I had simply limit ordered, I wouldn't have had to worry about the drawdown. I could have limit ordered in the top of this 1 hour fair value gap for Bitcoin, aiming for the lows, which we don't get to, but it would have had pretty minimal drawdown. Maybe something like this on the lower time frame. Could have held this. Now it's moving in my favor and closed at today. Well, maybe I would get out now for 2.4 R, not too bad. ETH, I also shorted the lows, but there would have been a better way for ETH, which is a poke the gap. So Bitcoin sweeps the gap, ETH pokes the gap. So if I wanted to go short, shorting a poke of this gap inside of here would have worked better. And that also could have been, if I just exit at this trend line here, could have been a 3.8. So yeah, I mean, there's so much money to be made every day in the market. Just trade well, manage risk. Um, so again, I'm not going to put any limit orders now, but I don't really, yeah. So my main idea would be a short over here if we get, but again, I would prefer to just enter on a lower time frame after this happens if possible. Um, I guess just now is maybe the chance to get back into this long aiming up here, which is a possibility, but I'm not trading. Okay, I'm about to be done for the day. Okay. Let me just check the Discord. Get out. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off, but I'll just throw it on my chart. The idea is that this trend line should work one more time. Take it to the top of this trend line, which is just above this level. Oh, that's not very exciting, is it? Get up here. Okay. Okay. Much love, everybody. Take it easy. Peace.